Head on over to Dollar Tree to pick up a few supplies for today's projects. My name is Courtney. This is Creative on the Cheap. Let's get crafting. Grab yourself a Dollar Tree wooden plaque and some of their foam board. This is just a scrap piece I have that I can keep working with. The first thing I needed to do was to cut 3 pieces from this that were shaped like a popsicle. So I kind of just looked at that wooden board to kind of gauge how big I needed to make these popsicles. And once I traced them out, I just cut them out with my hobby knife. From there, it was time to paint. I grabbed some of my color shift paint, and it kind of has this shimmery, and as you tilt it, it shifts colors. That's why it's called color shift paint. And so I have several different color of these, but ultimately in the end, I decided to go with pink, yellow, and turquoise. The next step is to go ahead and break this wooden sign down. I did take the piece of twine out, and then I have this piece of scrapbook paper. You'll see it in a second. It came from a huge pack from Hobby Lobby. It's a summer theme. They have these season packs that have, scrapbook paper for all different occasions, and I love getting those. So this is a summer themed one. I traced around my wood or oval, and then of course just cut that out. And to get it attached to my wooden piece, I just used a glue stick. Time to get the popsicle sticks attached. So I had these mini popsicle sticks that I trimmed down with my miter shears, and then I just took some hot glue and I stuck it on there and kind of let it kind of melts the foam a little bit, and just shoved it up at the bottom part of the popsicle stick. To finish them off, I grabbed a white paint pen and added some highlights to each of them, making them a little bit different for each of the popsicles. Then I wanted these to stand off of my plaque a little bit, so instead of just hot gluing them flat onto my wooden plaque, I took some foam tape and I just cut some strips of that and put it on the backs of the popsicles, so it was kind of giving this 3D element. I grabbed my awl just to poke the holes back into the little wooden plaque, and I did put some more twine in there. I did not reuse the one that was on there. I chose a thinner twine. And then the last step was just, I took some ribbon and I just tied it and then just hot glued it to kind of the top of the sign there, just to add a little extra thing to it. And now you've got this cute little summertime sign that you could use for parties, or you could just have it hanging around for all the summertime festivities. This DIY is using one of these wooden rings from Dollar Tree. Now, if you can't find these, you can simply get some wooden beads and string them up on your own wire. So for this, we're going to be covering each of these beads. And what I did was I cut a strip of fabric. It was 10 inches long, and I ended up cutting that in half. So we're working with about 5-inch strips here. And the way I decided how wide I needed to make it was when I laid the fabric on the bead, I wanted a little bit of overhang on each side of the bead, about 1/4 inch, so that it would kind of tuck in between the beads. So here I'm taking the fabric, I'm wrapping it over my bead, making sure it's even, and then I am using these clear hair bands that I also got at Dollar Tree to go ahead and cinch these off. What's nice about these is you cannot see them. They're pretty much invisible once this project is finished, so you don't really have to add anything else there to it. Then all I did was go around and do this to all of the beads. Now that the entire thing is wrapped, this is what it's looking like. You can go and kind of fluff your fabric, pull the pieces apart. And the next thing is I was trying to decide what I wanted to add to this. So originally I thought I might make some little mini fireworks with these little wooden dowel things I had. But what I ended up doing was I took 5 stars that I just brushed with some white paint, and then I hot glued those down onto my little wreath. Now this little wreath is the perfect size if you like to decorate your kitchen. You could hang it on a cabinet, you could hang it on the back of chairs, you could use it at place settings for parties, or you could just put it somewhere and kind of prop it on a shelf, things like that. But it's a great little patriotic piece to get you through the summer months. excited for this project. There's two ways you can make this. Let's start with the Dollar Tree version. You want to start with one of these pieces of wood from Dollar Tree and then either some of their flat barbecue skewers, or you could use popsicle sticks. What I did is I took those pieces of wood out to my garage and I did cut them in half. Now, if you don't have a saw, just grab a miter saw. You can easily cut them in half. And then I took my sander and just rounded the corners on one side of these. So what we're making here are some wooden popsicles. So once I got these all sanded, I took the skewers, I marked them, and then just trimmed them down. Using scissors was my best bet on this to try to get them looking right. And then I glued them to the pieces of wood. Now the other version of this, you can grab yourself some molding. Here, I've got these, I've got them trimmed down. Let me tell you how I got these white popsicles to this point. So what I have here is a piece of trim. Now, you can go and find any of the trims at the hardware store. The main thing is I wanted some with these grooves. So I'm gonna cut these down and then I'm going to just sand the edges to try to get that curve there, but I think I might also cut one with my jigsaw. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, is just trim these down to size. I have cut all my pieces. I also, as you can tell, trimmed them a little bit to make them skinny. The only thing is I trimmed right here and I've got this nice edge, and then on this side I have this little bump, but I'm a little scared to try to trim that off. So we're just gonna leave it. But I've got these pieces trimmed. Now I've got my orbital sander. I'm gonna use an 80 grit so that I can hopefully rough up these corners and get a curve on these. So I'm gonna try that first and see how it works. And then if it's not working, I may have to bust out my jigsaw. It is time to start painting these popsicles. So first I'm going to grab 3 of these white ones and I want to make a patriotic set. So I will use foam brushes and paint one of them red. I will go over one of them with just a fresh coat of white paint and paint one of them blue. Now, if you want these to be kind of Americana and distress, you can get away with putting 1 coat of this paint on these. And the white is so bright from this molding, it kind of shows through the paint and makes it look like it's just been, I don't know, stoned washed is the best way I can describe the look. It gives it that rustic look, but I wanted full coverage, so I am gonna go in and end up painting 2 coats of paint on each of these wooden popsicles. It's time to paint the rest of the popsicles, so I've got 5 large ones and my 5 Dollar Tree ones. I also have 5 colors of fun paint: pink, yellow, green, kind of a turquoise blue, and purple. And I'm gonna paint these full coverage. And I did want to give a shout out. I shared this on Instagram the other day. Y'all, this little gadget right here, it's a paint shaker. I mean, come on. But it seems so dumb. But y'all, I tell you what, this is so nice because everybody needs to shake their paint. I mean, it's multitasking. I will link everything from today's video down below. So if you are into all the little gadgety things, you're going to love this paint shaker. Anyway, I'm going to paint these with a foam brush and make sure, again, that it's full coverage with 2 coats of paint. The only other painting I'm going to do here is on the blue patriotic popsicle. I wanted to do some white splatter paint to kind of emulate stars. So I just simply dip my paintbrush in the paint, and the way I like to do splatter paint is I just hold the brush with my left hand and then I hit it with my right, and it's perfect. I just use a little piece of craft paper to kind of shield all my other popsicles from the splatter paint, and I love the look this gives this blue popsicle. Now it's time to get our popsicle sticks into our popsicles. So for the small Dollar Tree ones, I am using mini popsicle sticks that you will want to trim off the end, and I'm just going to be using my rotary tool with one of the sanding stone things on there, and I'm basically what I'm doing is in the middle, the bottom side of each popsicle, I'm just taking that and I'm just making a groove, like I'm kind of just sanding out the wood so that my popsicle stick, I can put some glue on it and just kind of stick it in that groove and it'll hold. So I'm going to do that to all of them. I'm going to use some glue, stick that in there, and all 10 of these popsicles will get popsicle sticks. Now I did want to clarify for the large popsicles, The molding, there's not a lot of wood there to kind of make a groove. So for those, what I did is I used these larger popsicle sticks and I just hot glued them directly to the back, because when you're holding up the popsicle stick, or if you set it in a basket, you can't really tell that the popsicle stick isn't shoved up into the middle of the popsicle on the bottom, if that makes sense. You can't tell at all. So I'm just going to hot glue on the big ones, the popsicle sticks, to the very back. Here are all our popsicles, and the final step is to take some glossy Mod Podge and put a coat of that all over the popsicles, so we will get that kind of popsicle, you know how they're kind of shiny and have a sheen to them? This glossy Mod Podge will do the trick. Let's finish off these popsicles. So for the patriotic pair, I have this blue and white and red and white striped ribbon. I thought this would be perfect to put on the white popsicle, so I'm going to take 2 pieces of it, simply tie it one time, trim the ends, and then I will secure that onto the popsicle stick with some hot glue. For the red popsicle and the blue popsicle, I'm taking some of this burlap trim from Dollar Tree, trimming 2 pieces and putting them together, and then again double knotting it, and actually just knotting it, not double knotting it, knotting it, and then again securing that with a little bit of hot glue to the popsicle stick, and then this set is ready to go. Now, I had thought about doing some splatter paint on these colorful popsicles, but what I ended up doing was leaving the big set of colorful ones as is. On the small ones, I grabbed the pink one and the purple one, and then grabbed a ribbon that was a lighter shade of that, so a light pink ribbon and a light purple ribbon, tied it in a bow, and then just hot glued that directly to the popsicle stick. And for a fun way to display these popsicles, I had this piece of fabric and this wire basket from Dollar Tree. I had to stretch and really make this work, but what I did is I got it in there, and then around the edge, I just folded the fabric under and hot glued it to kind of make a little edge around the top of the basket, and then that way I've got this lined basket that I can put all of my colorful popsicles in if I'd like. This project, you could do 2 things with it. Number one, it's a great hostess gift idea. Maybe you're going somewhere for the 4th of July, a barbecue, or over to a friend's house for the afternoon to swim. This is a great quick little gift to pull together. Or you just need some summer decor in your home. It's great for that too. I'm starting with one of these chalkboard easels from Dollar Tree, and well, I'm painting off, or not painting it off, I'm taping off the inside because I'm a messy painter and I want to paint the frame a yellow. So I get it all taped off and then grabbed some sunshine yellow paint from Apple Barrel and painted the entire frame. Once that was painted and I set it aside to dry, I grabbed one of these, I'm going to call it a lemon slice. It may be an orange slice. It could be a lime slice. I'm not really sure, but Dollar Tree had these years ago and I am still going through them. So I grabbed this so I could use it up. And I also grabbed my Thule paint markers. I've recently started using this brand and I absolutely love it. There's very minimal bleeding, especially when you're using it on wood. So I really do like this brand. And I'm just going to color in this lemon slice with 2 shades of yellow, and then I'll be ready to move to my next step. Now it was time to put my decal on my little sign. So I did use my CRICUT to just print out a quick little graphic already in CRICUT Design Space. But if you don't have a CRICUT, no worries. You can certainly grab yourself some stickers. You could put scrapbook paper here. You could even chalkboard, write it yourself with some chalk markers. Lots of options. And I attached my decal to it. And then the last step was to hot glue down my little slice to the top corner. And this is the first part of this DIY. Now let's move into the next step. Part part 2 of this project. I just grabbed one of these $3 trays from Dollar Tree, and I took some white paint from Waverly, and I just painted all of the sides of the tray until it was full coverage. You definitely could do a more distressed look if that's kind of your vibe, but I just painted it till it was full coverage. Then I took some lemon vinyl. This was actually when I collaborated with Expressions Vinyl last year, so I had custom designed this lemon vinyl. But if you don't have this, guess what? You can grab some scrapbook paper. That would be perfect for this. Or you could even hand paint your designs on here as well. Totally up to you. Add stickers and just Mod Podge. So lots of options of how to get a lemon base for this. But then once that was done, this tray was finished, and now I was ready to pull this whole thing together. To pull it together, I grabbed 6 lemons along with the, I believe it was a size large glass canister from Walmart. It was like $9.87. Put those in there and then put it on my tray with the sign. If you're giving it as a gift, you could definitely add a cute wooden spoon, maybe some sugar and some cute cups. But there you go, a cute gift idea, also a great idea for home decor. Show you a quick decor piece that you can do anywhere in your home for the summertime. So this is my current one. I usually let this one run from January until about May or June. I started by taking everything off, wiping the board down, and then I grabbed this box of baseballs from Academy. Now, they had these stamps, one said Academy, and then like one side had the jibber jabber of where it was made and everything else. And I didn't want that showing on the baseballs, so I just took some nail polish and wiped that off. And then I put it inside another one of those size large glass jars from Walmart that are under $10. Stuck those in there, and then from there it was just a matter of arranging the rest of the tray. These are all DIYs that I have made in the past. You can find videos on those down below in my description box, patriotic DIYs I've done over the years. But this is going to be my centerpiece for the summertime. That will wrap up today's projects. Let me know which one of these was your favorite, or if you spotted some of these DIYs from the DIY Vault. If you've made them in the past, I would love to know. Also, how do you decorate for summer? What is your decor style? I would love to know kind of what people are putting in their homes for decor this year. Thank you so much for watching. Here are some more videos you might want to check out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!